So, ja, heute haben wir einen ganz besonderen Gast. Wir haben Stivell hier. Der ist so die graue Eminenz eigentlich der bretonischen Musik und ist heute am Festival Mediaval der Headliner. Und wir freuen uns ganz besonders, dass wir ihn interviewen dürfen. Hello, Alain.
Hello.
Yeah, I have some questions for you. What is the special at Bretonic music and what kind of styles are in it in your songs?
In fact, I try to create music and songs mixing my roots, my Breton roots, and also Celtic roots from Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, with everything, every other influences, classical influences, rock influences, jazz sometime, or Eastern Indian music, African music, and all around my own roots, which are Breton roots.
So it's complete mixed up with all kind of styles, you can say.
But still, the Breton culture and the Celtic culture in general is still in the middle of all this.
You play many instruments. A special thing is the harp. What is so special at your harp?
Because I had piano lessons. My parents asked a teacher for me, and but then my father made this first Celtic Breton harp in the modern ages. In fact, since the end of independence in the 16th century. And there was no more Breton playing this instrument. And when we made this instrument, which was really as a Stradivarius, the sound was so fantastic that even now it's perhaps the best Celtic harp in the world. And so I was 9 years old, and so I felt in love with this instrument. And so all my life, it's still my central instrument.
Is it true that you created by your own some harp?
Yes, because at the same time my father made a revival of the ancient Breton harp, and myself I was already very much into science fiction and this technology. And when the electric guitar came in Europe, because I'm old enough now, in the late 50s, I was wondering why I should not have a harpist could also have an electric harp. Why the guitarist was jealous in a way, and so I began to draw electric harps and futuristic harps and so on. And then later on, I began to find people. When my father died, I find other people who could make these dreams I had in harps, and so each harp is a new prototype. And so my idea was to make a solid body harp, and so later I have different people who made these different prototypes, and which it's in a way it's also because it's easier to be on stage, with a solid body harp, because the resonance case is not that very good to play with drums and guitars and so on stage, and so it's better to have a better sound, in fact, directly with an electric harp, which in fact is not totally electric, because I also amplify an acoustic sound, which is very pure in a way, but I've always liked very extreme opposite taste, something very different as the pure crystalline sound, together with distortion, phasing, flange, and any electronic or even MIDI systems. Because I like all this, and in fact it's a bit as my tests in music, which are all 360 degrees.
So you're not just a musician, you're an inventor, I can say.
Inventor. In fact, I'm more interested into invent, to imagine new mixes, new sounds. That's something which is already made, in fact.
Okay. Now you're playing today with your harp, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something else, another instrument?
Yes, but so I have Raphael who plays the violins, Gaëtan who plays acoustic and electric guitars, Marcus, who plays drums and percussions, and Nicola playing bass and keyboards. And I play bagpipe, electronic and acoustic bagpipes.
Yeah. We have many new people here who maybe don't know your kind of music. What can we expect if they come at this evening to you, to your kind of music?
As I said a bit before, when rock and roll came to Europe, I wanted to make a mix of rock and Celtic music. And still, all my life, perhaps my main, most important thing in my music is that it's basically Celtic rock, but it's a very, and you say it's not a pure Celtic rock because in a way, as I said, there's influences from everywhere, and especially when I do improvisations. For example, mainly on the harp, the improvisation can go from flamenco influences to American Indian influences.
That sounds very interesting. You play your only concert today in Germany. Why the festival Medieval?
I think I've been yesterday to the festival and have to look and hear to different concerts and all what's happening in the festival. Something fantastic. It's a very good festival, and so and perhaps I love also to be here in Bavaria, which is the central of the Celtic cultures in the ancient times. So now I'm coming. In Brittany, we are the last tribe who are still speaking Celtic language nowadays, which is a tragedy in a way, because in fact the French government don't help the Breton culture and don't help the Breton language. But at the same time, I'm very enthusiastic also to be in that area where my own culture was born.
Are there any other bands who play your music? Maybe you're you can say the father of them. You help them for this kind of music.
But in fact, I think that many people know some bands who even singing songs that are made popular in the early 70s, as for example Blackmore Knight sings a song I had on my first album, and so there are different groups, different bands who make something which either with their own personality make a bit the same project that I have done myself.
I heard there was a rap song with your music.
Yes, because yes, I've done some things which are influenced by rap. Because I never also when I experiment fusion, I never do. For example, if I do a rock, perhaps it's not exactly a rock, a standard rock. In fact,
okay.
Sometime, but generally it's something a bit different. It's mainly rock, but not totally rock. And the same for rap or thing like that. It's influenced by rap because it's a rhythmic. I speaking rhythmically, but I don't try to to be exactly in the I would say in the square and to be exactly in what we call rap or something like that. But I like that also. But I like this if I'm able to do something more personal.
Okay. Yeah. You're often told as a grey eminence. Is that an honor for you, grey eminence of Brittonic music?
But if I don't want to speak of this because it would be too much. What is really the only thing that what is perhaps if you say that it's mainly a help for me to try to give me more energy to try to be as better than I am in fact every day.
Grey eminence means often now he finished and so on. Have you projects planned in coming year?
Yes, I have 6 or 7 albums I'm having in mind, and I would like to do them, to make them, because there are many experiments I've done, and I was speaking of technology and things like that, and there are things, for example, that I could not experiment because technology was not already made for that. In fact, so the evolution of music, the evolution of technology, and other things, or the discoveries I can do, or the musician I can meet, so one will help me to create and create.
Okay,
well,
so Alain Stivell has not finished. We can expect many other projects and songs. Is that right?
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, and maybe you can say something to your fans directly into camera. What will you say to the fans?
You're welcome to my music, and I like so much. I love to play and sing for you.